Hey everybody, welcome back to another Texel Outdoors video. In this episode, we're going to be showing you guys how to take something like this and turn it into something like these. Here when we're trying to film these videos, sometimes they can get pretty interesting.
But look at this freaking buck, guys.
Gosh, that is a good buck.
That's gotta be the quickest hunt I have ever had. As you can see, we got a fisher here in the trap.
That's how we do it here at Texel Outdoors, buddy.
Hey guys, I'm starting to do a deer mount here for my buck I just shot in the past video, and as you can see, we got a big pile of old barn wood up here, and that's kind of sentimental. It's off of my grandparents' ground, and that's actually where we shot that buck this past video. And pretty much every buck so far that we've shot up there since we got this wood, my dad and I have made out of this barn wood, just because, you know, it's kind of sentimental. It's from up there. But I picked this piece here. It's I think it's long enough that I can make everything I need to out of it. So I'm going to show you guys the idea I have and start the process. All right guys, so as you can see here, I have the outline of Juniata County all ready to be taped to the board, and that's my idea because that's the county that I shot that buck. So I'm going to get ready and I'm going to tape this up to my board here, and then I'm going to trace it out with a Sharpie and cut it out. Alright guys, so as you can see, I have the Juniata County outline traced onto my board, and I went through and filled in some of the lines here. You can see where the tape was crossing, but I think it turned out pretty good. Alright guys, so we got about half of it cut out here, and I'm going to flip it around now, try and get some better angles, clamp it back down, and keep on cutting. Alright guys, well, here's the rough cut of the plaque here. I think it turned out pretty good. We'll have to sand some stuff down. We got some jagged edges and a little bit of Sharpie, but we can fix all that with some sandpaper. And I'm actually not going to sand the top of this because I like the rough barnwood look. That's what I'm going for. But yeah, we'll get to sanding the edges, and then we'll get back with you.
All right guys, so as you can see, we got both these traced out here. We've got this piece that Cody's just had for a while, and these are for my brother's mounts here, so they're traced out and ready to go. All we got to do with these is cut them out with the jigsaw. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make a template for my mount. What I'm going with is a arrowhead mount. It's my first deer that I ever shot with a bow and arrow, so we're going to do an arrowhead mount with this one. So we got to make a template, trace it out, and then we'll cut this out with the jigsaw as well. All right, so quick little update here. This is how far I've got with mine. This is just a template that we're gonna use. We printed out a picture and then we traced the picture onto here for the template. And then what we'll do is we'll cut this out and then we'll trace that onto here. So we'll do that with mine. Cody's doing a wood burn of where he shot the deer in the county at. There's the little sketch he's got going on. And he just traced his here. Now he's in the middle of tracing it. And then what he'll do is he'll burn that out again. So we'll film him burning that once he goes to burn. But this is how far we are right now. I'm gonna cut this out with the jigsaw. And we'll keep on moving. All right, guys. I'm making the cuts now on our first template here. We're just tracing the line with the jigsaw pretty much. There's a little clip of Cody working on his burn marks here. It's pretty cool. He's got his line trace. He's just following it with the burning tool. Kind of a slow process, but it's a really nice result.
It's worth it in the end.
That's right. All right, guys, so that's where we're gonna stop for today. As you saw, Cody was just cutting this, finishing this one up. So we got both the heads cut. We got my arrowhead traced. And we got Cody's cut out and burnt. So next time we'll just be kind of, we'll have to cut out the arrowhead and we'll have to make some brackets and everything just to make something for the deer to actually sit on the wall and the head to sit right. So that's where we're going to stop for today, and we'll pick up again here in a couple of days. Tomorrow's the opening, or the second Saturday of rifle season here. So I'm going to be going out with one of our buddies, and hopefully we'll be shooting a deer and filming that as well. So we're going to go get some supper tonight, and we'll pick up Sunday. All right, guys, it's Sunday. We're back here at Cody's place to finish up our mounts. I'm now cutting my arrowhead out with the jigsaw, and we're gonna get to start on that, and then we'll have all of our like harder cuts done, and then we can start making our brackets and mounts for what we're gonna put on the wall.
Alright guys, so cut this chunk. I cut this little piece with a 45-degree angle so I can sit on there like that. And then I'm going to attach it to my board here so my deer, the skull has something to sit on.
All right, guys, so I got my arrowhead cut out now. It's looking nice. And I'm gonna start sanding just by hand in some of the grooves. And then what we'll do is we'll actually probably burn this edge just to make it a little more rustic. I don't know. I think it needs burnt. We'll test it out. Yeah, we like testing it out on some of our scrap wood and seeing what stuff looks like. So might be burning, it might not be, but right now we're gonna use the sand it by hand and try to get rid of some of the Sharpie mark that's still on there from when I traced it out, but looks pretty good. All right, guys, so we're testing this out here, and this piece actually Cody just burned just to see what it would look like. And I really like the look of that compared to just the original look. We'll burn the edge. That'll get rid of some of my Sharpie marks, and it'll make this top look really nice. So that's what we're gonna go with. All right, guys, so I'm finished with all the cuts for my two brothers' mounts here. We got a little place for it on the wall, and then this will go on here like this. We'll screw it on there, and then the head will sit on it like this. In the end, it'll look like this when it's all placed together. This was Cody's mount from a couple years ago, and it'll sit on the wall just like that. So we got those cut. The angle that I cut on this was 30 degrees over here on the miter saw, just if anyone's wondering what angle I decided to go with there. So these are both done, just got to put them together. Now what we'll do with the arrowhead is we'll get these cut up for it so it can sit on the wall like this as well. So keep working. Cody's burning up the edges of his here. looking pretty nice. He assembled it all and looking pretty good. So here is Cody's finished product. This is just an example buck. It's the buck he shot the other year, just to see what the head actually looks like sitting on it. Back up from it. That's pretty cool. Turned out nice. We're getting close to being done assembling mine now. Cody's just burning up the edges of all these blocks to hide the fresh cuts on them, so looking pretty good. This is my arrowhead that we just burned. That looks nice. That's what it'll look like. So I'm not gonna burn the top now. I think I want to keep that nice look with the burned edges. I think it looks pretty good. All right, guys, so this is how my brother's mounts turned out. They're both the exact same thing, so just showing you one of them here with the finished product, what the head will look like on there. Turned out pretty sweet. I think they'll like that. Nice little Christmas gift for them.
These,
Sorry, cut you off. Go ahead.
something to add with these mounts. I'll show you with it off the wall. But you can take these two screws out and twist this.
Here. Where's that? Oh wait, we're done with that. Basically what he's saying is, if it's on the wall, if it's on the wall, it'll be like this. Angled like that, like these mounts are. But what you can do is you can remove those two screws.
And you twist this around.
And then I can flip this and put it on like this. And I could actually like sit it on a table like this. And then mount a deer head on it like that. So it's a pretty versatile mount. All right, guys, so here's mine assembled. Looks pretty nice. I just like the old barn wood look on all these mounts we usually do. It's pretty cool for my first archery buck to do the arrowhead like that. So pretty happy with the way all these turned out.
That's a wrap for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you learned something along the way. Maybe you can take some of this knowledge and go make your own mounts for your own deer. I always think it means a little more if you make your own. So don't forget to check us out on Instagram. And if you liked, don't forget to like and subscribe. And we'll catch you next time on Texas Outdoors.